Keyboard Exchange International.
Here we are the day after Thanksgiving 2025 in downtown Sanford, Florida. Things are very quiet here on this day after Thanksgiving. Even the Ritz Theater, there's no activity, but they've been doing a lot of construction here, and Sanford is always improving and moving up, offering additional services to residents and to the people that come here. Well, here's our building here, Keyboard Exchange International in Sanford, Florida. And we're going to give you a little tour of what's going on. And hope you enjoy it. Hope that those of you who are watching are having a great day. And we are going to go inside, and maybe Rodney will be in there to open the door for us.
Welcome to Keyboard Exchange. Watch your step as you're coming in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're inside the building now. And we always like to tell people to be careful coming in the door. We've taken a long time collecting all these organs, haven't we, Rodney?
Yes, we sure have.
We even have this Viscount here. It came as a trade-in. It's a used one, and we're selling it pretty reasonable. And somebody who likes something portable might welcome that in their life. So we have a showroom area where once the organs come out of the electronic shop, they roll into the little showroom here. And we sit down and we play them, and we have people invited and visitors come in and play them. But in the meantime, we have a lot of B3s and C3s and A100s that are just waiting to be restored internally. In fact, this is a great example of a C3 that we completely disassembled and had refinished in a semi-gloss or satin finish. That's going to be gorgeous with a used but fully restored Leslie's speaker. A couple of rows of more B3s. I think we have almost one from every year of production. We might be missing a year or two, but got a good selection. Same for the Leslies. In fact, we need 5 more Leslies to match up to the organs we have. We made a count the other day, and we're 5 Leslies short of what we need to have 1 Leslie for every organ. But we've got a few lined up, and we'll be getting those in sometime soon. Mr. Bill is working on an RT3.
Good morning.
Now, usually you will see Mr. Bill, or you won't see Mr. Bill. He'll be behind the camera, but today we wanted to let him explain what he's working on and what he's doing. It's an RT3 Hammond, but some very interesting things about it. Bill, could you explain what you explained to me about this instrument?
Well, it's a 1964 RT3, like you said. An interesting thing about this one is the caps. The generator caps are the General Instrument wax caps that are very special sounding. We don't replace them because they are so special sounding. Another thing that was interesting about this this organ is the foam situation. It had it was probably in the transition period where they were starting to use foam and were using felt, and this particular set of manuals, one manual had the felt and the other manual had the foam.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so it just shows that it was, during that period of time where they were transitioning to the foam from the felt.
They had some keyboards built, and some had foam, some had felt.
Probably had both manuals were on the shelf, and some had felt and some had foam, and they were trying to get rid of those, and so that's why you got the mix of both.
Back in 1964. Sure,
Yeah.
they had to use up the ones that they had. Interesting.
Right.
But this, you told me this felt on the upper manual only was thinner than later years.
It was probably 1 1/8 the thickness of the foam that they use later, which is actually a good thing because the foam really didn't touch the wires.
And when they got to that fatter foam, that's when all
That's
the
when all
potential
things-
troubles came.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's GI caps. They're so rare, and this organ's even more rare because of one had foam, one didn't. But you have gone in and fully restored each keyboard.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's great. It's certified foam free by Mr. Bill himself,
sir.
right here.
No foam in here.
Well, Bill, what we're doing is giving a little tour of the shop here, because by request. What I'd like to do, since you're normally on camera, is hand the camera over to you. And I'll go out into the showroom. There's a few things Rodney and I want to share. Thank you for sharing about what you're doing. Why don't you take the camera and show the inside of this organ and anything else you might want to show.
Okay, I'd love to.
And we'll just see if we can make a smooth transition. I know you can do it smooth, but I don't know if I could do it as smooth as you. That's why we call you Smooth Move Bill. Meet you out in the showroom, okay there, Bill?
All right, we'll see you there.
Don't forget to show off the RT3 pedals. They're looking good.
Will do. So this is the inside of the RT3 that I'm working on. No tubes in the preamp yet. We put those in last. This has got a bass solo unit down here that's been fully rebuilt. There's your serial number. There's the bass solo unit control. This is another B3 project we're kind of in the middle of. We're probably going to pick back up on it once the RT3 is done. This is the Leslie that's paired with the RT3 that we're working on. Got some good generators waiting for a home. These are actually pipes that are going with the RT3. More generators. And here's the pedals to the RT3. It looks like Odell has already cleaned them up. And they look outstanding.
folks, Jim Huss from Keyboard Exchange International with my son Rodney. Smooth Move Bill, as you know, is on camera again. And I wanted to just let people know, Rodney, that these organs that we sell are not new. We get a lot of people asking us, do you have any new ones, or are these organs new? And I guess they come in here and they ask that question because a lot of them look like new.
Right.
But they're an average age of 60 or 65 years old. I mean, Hammond organs have been made for 90 years, but the B3 was made from 1955 to 1974, a 20-year period. And nobody has made something that's better than this.
No, not at all. A lot of people have tried, but nothing comes close.
A lot of people have spent, or companies have spent millions of dollars trying to recreate the sound of the vintage B3. So, like 25 years ago, I just said, let's just stick with the real thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking if there wasn't a bicycle shop next door to our store, there could be someone who wanted to open up a store for violins, a very wealthy individual who would travel the planet finding all the Stradivarius violins that he could find and bringing them right over next door to us. And when people, and they're 400 years old, people would walk in and he'd have them all restored and they would look beautiful, they would look like new, and people would say, well, are these new, or do you have any new ones? And he would say, well, they're Stradivarius violins, they were made 400 years ago, they're not new, they are better than new. And that's what we say about these instruments, isn't it, Rodney?
Absolutely.
Why do we say that?
Because they are.
Well, that's the direct answer, but I would say they're better than new because we've added stuff to them that the factory didn't even think of.
Absolutely. Internally, we've gone through it, changed out hundreds of parts. A lot of these externally have been refinished. We try to find the nicest ones we can find, one owners, have them shipped in from all over the country. So you have a couple different options, a couple routes you can go. And if you want a budget friendly, we offer some of those as well with some furniture imperfections, if you don't mind or care about that.
Minor imperfections.
Right.
They're not so unpresentable that they need to be totally refinished. And people like a break. They like a price break.
Yeah, some people like the character.
Yeah, but we don't send out anything that we wouldn't be proud to sell and at a great value. So we're here saying our restored instruments are better than new. And they're also very versatile. I think they're more versatile than any new instrument that you would get. These are on stage all over the world with famous rock and roll bands, blues artists, jazz artists. Just last week, we made a video of this same organ with a wonderful musician playing Amazing Grace. He played a bunch of these organs, and he said this is the one that spoke to him the most. In fact, we're hoping he'll give us a deposit on it pretty soon.
Yeah, Pastor Obi, he really loved that one.
And he's a great player, but this one, he said it just spoke to him. It felt the way he wanted it to feel, it sounded the way he wanted, and he played 4 or 5 organs until he got here. And that's what we like to do. We like to have people visit and pick out the ones they like the best and to tell us what they liked about it that made it feel different. And sometimes it can't even be explained. It's just a thing. Well, it's the feel, it's the tone, it's just, there's musicians, they're really particular people. I say that with high regard, but we've got B3s, C3s, A100s. These instruments are so incredibly versatile. They can be used in every genre of music, and we're just thrilled to be here and be able to offer these to you. Christmas is coming up.
Absolutely, yeah. Don't forget about the great financing options we have. We're working with a couple different finance companies. First 6 months of payments, only $33 per month.
What? I thought that was a joke. I thought you were joking when you said that.
No
before.
joke, yeah.
And how much do they have to put down?
$33.
No, that's the first payment.
Oh, zero down.
Zero down and 6 months worth of that's for an established church, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and we have all kinds of ways to finance these. The main job is we need to find good homes for these organs.
Yeah.
Because we've promised the families that sold them to us that's exactly what we would do. And that's what we are doing. It's the day after Thanksgiving. We're in here trying to call people and let people know we might be coming your way. We have 2 more trips before the end of the year.
Yes.
One out west and one up north. And we want to get as many of these into good homes as possible. So if you're watching and you've been thinking about getting a B3 or C3 from us, do not put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Give us a call. He who hesitates is what? Lost. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for your time and attention. Rodney Huss, Jim Huss, Smooth Move Bill on camera. God bless you all. If you have a loved one in your family that has wanted a Hammond B3 organ in their life, but it just never got around to it, there is no reason to delay. Give us a call. Let's make this a Christmas gift, a birthday gift, a pastor's appreciation gift. Call it what you may, but if you love somebody and they want a Hammond organ, give us a call. We can make it happen for you. God bless you all. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and I hope you enjoyed the little tour of our building here in Sanford, Florida. We're hard at work doing what we do, and to the families that sold us all this great stuff,
Yeah, we thank you.
thank you very much. God bless you all. Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond Tone Wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.